25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by Golden Gaming Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Welcome to KPVM-TV and Ace Country Radio's News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. It's Thursday, June 11th. Well, Nevada State Governor Steve Sisolak says that he placed a resolution on the Board of Pardons Commissioner's agenda next week to provide relief to tens of thousands of Nevadans previously convicted for possession of small amounts of marijuana, which is no longer a crime here in the state. Sisolak says that in 2016, Nevadans voted to legalize recreational use of marijuana through a ballot initiative. That provision legalized the possession of less than 1 ounce of marijuana for personal use, not for sale. This resolution, he says, will clear the slate for thousands of people who bear the stigma of conviction for actions that have been now decriminalized. The governor also said that he may be releasing his Phase 3 plan on reopening the state of Nevada this Friday. Well, Nevada health response officials note that Nevada's COVID-19 data is showing an above-average daily increase in COVID-19 cases throughout the state and reminds Nevadans of precautionary measures that can be taken to minimize the spread of the virus. They say that it is important that Nevadans continue to safeguard their health by staying home when possible, washing their hands frequently, wearing a face covering in public, and staying at least 6 feet from other people if possible. Nevada's COVID-19 data shows that the state is beginning to see what could be an upward trend of average daily new cases diagnosed in the last 2 weeks, particularly due to the increase in easily accessible testing statewide. The cumulative test positivity rate, which measures how many positive tests there are against total tests done in the state, increased slightly today for the first time since it started to decline in late April, moving up from 5.4% to 5.5%. The cumulative test positivity rate also increased slightly on different days in late April and in early May during the current period of overall decline. Similar to those increases, this most recent uptick is not enough to break the overall declining trend, but will be monitored for any potential impact on the healthcare system. Hospitals are reporting that 68% of total beds are occupied, 66% of ICU beds are occupied, and only 27% of ventilators are in use. Hospitals are continuing to report a sufficient amount of personal protective equipment. For more information on this, you can go to Nevada's COVID-19 response on nvhealthresponse.nv.gov. Well, Nye County Sheriff's Office is now cracking down on pedestrians and bicyclists that are breaking the law. It's part of a statewide effort to make Nevada roadways safer for everyone.
Pedestrian safety is just as important as driver safety. While Nevada has laws in place intended to keep drivers safe, Nevada also has laws to keep pedestrians and bicyclists safe. From June 5th through the 21st, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies will be joining forces with law enforcement across the state to enforce pedestrian safety laws. The Sheriff's Office says pedestrians should use sidewalks whenever possible, and if you must walk in the roadway, you need to walk against traffic so you are facing oncoming vehicles. Bicyclists must ride on the right side of the roadway and follow the same traffic laws that apply to vehicles, such as stop signs. When crossing a road, pedestrians must use designated crosswalks. When crosswalks are not present, pedestrians must cross the road at intersections and only at right angles to the road. Drivers must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians at crosswalks. For more information about pedestrian safety laws, visit zerofatalitysnv.com or nhtsa.gov.
All right, well, Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating another deadly crash on U.S. Highway 95, this one in Clark County.
Troopers say the female driver of this Mitsubishi Montero died late Monday night after crashing her vehicle on US 95 near Lee Canyon. NHP says their preliminary investigation reveals that the SUV was traveling southbound in the northbound lanes of 95 when, for reasons unknown, the vehicle left the roadway. Investigators say the SUV entered the desert east of 95 where it overturned. The driver was unrestrained and was thrown from the vehicle. She died at the scene. The SUV caught fire and became fully engulfed. engulfed. This was NHP Southern Command's 19th fatal crash and 20th fatality this year. The 20th fatal crash, a head-on collision early Wednesday morning, also on US 95, claimed another life, bringing the total to 21 fatalities.
Well, a month-long investigation into the burglary of a Boulder City home leads to the arrest of 13 people, and police continue to search for additional suspects.
Boulder City police say the investigation revealed several Boulder City residents were involved in the burglary of a home on Cheyenne Court, as well as the destruction and sale of stolen property, including multiple firearms. Police say in May they identified Brian Reynolds and Robert Christo as the main targets of the investigation and determined they were responsible for distributing the stolen property to others to be sold or pawned. Then, on June 2nd, Boulder City officers executed search warrants at motel rooms and residences throughout the city. When it was over, police had arrested a total of 13 people in connection with the original burglary. Officers also seized illegal drugs, and the warrants led police to multiple items reported stolen, including jewelry. In addition, investigators were able to identify several members of a retail theft ring operating mainly out of Las Vegas and Henderson. Police say while the main suspects were located in Boulder City, they continued to identify additional suspects from neighboring communities that may be involved in the retail theft ring. Those arrested last week are Brian Reynolds, Robert Christo, Ruth Bottrell, Neil Gardner, Maria Phillips, Christopher Audio, Mary Phillips, Jason Munson, Shelby Ryan, Michael Timmerman, Amanda Ware, Isaiah Thomas, and William Smith.
All right, thanks to Brad Francis for that report. We'll have more news right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, the Fed says it will use every available tool to help prop up the economy. Consumer prices fell for the third month in a row, and Johnson & Johnson will soon begin human trials for a COVID-19 vaccine. Angela Miles has more.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, the Federal Reserve won't raise interest rates until after 2022. That means the federal fund rates will remain at the ultra-low target of 0 to 0.25%. The Fed is committed to using all of its tools to prop up the economy during the pandemic. Consumer prices fell for the third month in a row as coronavirus curtailed shoppers and travelers. The Consumer Price Index, better known as CPI, fell 0.1% in May. However, the cost of groceries, rent, and medical services all rose. Human clinical trials of an experimental vaccine is now on the fast track at Johnson & Johnson. The drug maker plans to start human trials in the last half of July, 2 months sooner than first planned. To date, there is no cure and no vaccine for the highly contagious and fast-moving virus.
Thanks, Angela. Well, June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, and whether it's a crossword puzzle or exercise, we've all heard different tricks for keeping our brains healthy and warding off memory loss. But what actually works? Erica Foreman helps separate fact from fiction.
Many people believe there's nothing they can do to prevent Alzheimer's disease, but Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Dylan Wint says that's a myth. Up to 35% of risk can be eliminated with healthy habits.
Top one among those is getting lots of aerobic exercise. We recommend 150 minutes per week. So for most people, that'll work out to 20 or 30 minutes per day. Then eating a healthy diet. So eating lots of leafy green vegetables, good oils such as those found in fish and in nuts, lots of fresh fruit, particularly berries, seem to confer some health benefits in terms of both preserving brain health as well as general health.
If you're looking for a dietary supplement to give your brain a boost, don't bother.
Supplements haven't been proven to improve memory. There is some mixed evidence on vitamin E perhaps preserving cognition, but the strongest evidence seems to be in people who already have Alzheimer's disease.
There's good news if you're hooked on brain teasers. Keeping your mind active will benefit your brain, But there's a catch.
What you really want to do to challenge your brain is learn new things. So if you're doing something very verbal, like a crossword puzzle, and you're very used to that, maybe switch to something mathematical and logical like Sudoku.
Dr. Wint says socializing is a powerful cognitive exercise too, so interacting with others will help keep your brain active. At Cleveland Clinic, I'm Erica Foreman.
Thanks, Erica. Well, Dr. Wint also recommends avoiding excessive alcohol, smoking, and it's something that I also recommend that you avoid head trauma for a healthy brain. If you're in the market for a new computer, you may be asking what's the best brand. But in today's Great Computer Deals quick tutorial, Josh Osborne explains it's not about the brand, it's about the model.
Hi, it's Josh with Perumstone Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. What brand of computer do I buy? It's not about the brand, it's about the model, guys. Just because there's a Dell or HP logo on a computer doesn't make it good. All brands have high-end and low-end models. For example, a brand new $300 laptop from a department store will be a great price, but it's gonna have low-end parts and a really short lifespan. A good used corporate grade model for say $500 will give you a great machine with high-end parts that will last 5 to 7 years easy. Spend say $1,200 on a brand new high-end unit, you're gonna get an awesome computer. At the end of the day, you get what you pay for. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
Thanks so much, Josh. Well, if you are a pet lover, you're going to hear a little advice on some flooring options in our Angie's List report right after this break.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
Well, when it comes to flooring, it's hard to beat hardwood, unless you're part of the 60% of American families who own a pet. So what are the best pet-friendly flooring options? We find out in today's Angie's List report.
Gleaming hardwood floors are a hot trend right now. Realtors say it's the best bet for selling your house, but if you have pets, big dogs in particular, you might want to steer clear.
Many people love hardwood floors, but if you have pets, they may not be your best option because if your pet has an accident, the urine can seep into the wood and stain it. Also, when the pets run across the floor, their claws can scratch it.
Cost is an important factor in home improvement decisions, but so is value, and pet owners should consider what abuse that new flooring can take. Carpeting, for example, may be less expensive, but it's a poor choice for a puppy that's not potty trained. Hardwood is also easily damaged.
Vinyl flooring can be a great option if you have pets because it's just more durable and is scratch resistant.
Laminate generally is the most scratch-resistant flooring for active families. So we're doing more and more of that in the flooring business, and we really recommend that if scratching is a big consideration.
Don't despair if you love that natural material look as much as you love your pet. Recent advances in vinyl plank flooring will give you the look you want and the durability you need.
The manufacturers have learned how to make it so that it looks a lot like the natural textures it's supposed to replicate, stone and wood, and they've got it right. And it's less expensive, and it's warmer to walk on in most cases.
If you go the pet-friendly flooring route, Angie says to look for textures and finishes that will help hide any pet damage. You should know how to care for the flooring to keep it looking great, so find out if it can be refinished and ask if there's a guarantee against pet damage.
While COVID-19 meant students across the country were relegated to learning from home, one group of teens literally wasn't allowed to leave their school to go home. Many of the foreign exchange students at International Leadership School of Texas are stuck spending the summer at the boarding school. Kim Martinez reports.
One of the boys just paid $15,000 for a one-way flight back to China.
Gary Manns is in a unique position to see a different kind of impact from COVID-19 shutdowns. He's in charge of the health and well-being of Chinese boarding school students at the International Leadership of Texas School in Dallas. Nearly 24 students are spending their summer in dorm rooms at the Dallas campus instead of going home. Flights to China are out of reach due to cost or government safety concerns.
My airplane ticket got canceled.
All are trying to make the best of it, including Kevin Zhao, who says not being able to get home this summer means it's been more than a year since he's seen his family.
Besides studying, I work out for like from time to time, right? Just do a little bit exercising with myself, right? And I entertaining maybe from video games or TV shows or internet episodes, something like that. I mean, I miss them. I do miss them. I do miss my family.
Would you say one of the biggest challenges has really been keeping their spirits up?
That is correct. You know, we knew they were going to be in here, secluded and not being able to go outside, okay? So my biggest thing is to get them out.
While students can't go off campus, organized events such as kickball games, barbecues, and even balloon fights have helped. Also a boost, a graduation that family back home could see via social media.
We had a graduation in the Welcome Center. So I feel like that's pretty special for me to say it. Yeah, I got my diploma.
And while Gary Manns does not expect an incoming of new Chinese students attending IL in the fall, he's intent on taking care of those who are still here. Kim Martinez reporting.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside and see what's going on. Beautiful clear skies once again. We'll find out more with our weather forecast right after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue with today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 104 degrees, a low of 73. Up to 113 in Death Valley, their low is 79. 101, the low of 65 in Amargosa. 97, 61 in Beatty. 87 for the high in Goldfield. 86 in Tonopah. Both those towns have a low of 52 degrees. 85, a low of 55 in Carson City. 92, 54 in Fallon. And 91 with a low of 56 degrees up in Fernley. Now today in Pahrump, we had sunny skies. Our high today was 100 degrees. Winds coming out of the south-southwest up to 15 miles per hour. 5% humidity, and our sunrise at 5:25 this morning. Now for tonight, we're expecting clear skies. Our low is going to be 69 degrees. It is 99 outside currently with 13-mile-per-hour winds out of the southeast. Humidity at 9%, and 8:01 tonight for our sunset. Now looking into that 7-day, we are still expecting those clouds tomorrow on Friday, and some more clouds floating in on Sunday and Monday, but other than that, we're still expecting those sunny skies. Now those high winds still expected on Friday up to 24 miles per hour, up to 14 miles per hour on Saturday. Then from Monday to next Thursday, anywhere between 13 to 16 mile per hour winds. Now it looks like our temperatures are starting to level out just a little bit. On Saturday, we're expecting a high of 87 degrees. Then from Friday and Sunday through Thursday, our temperatures are just going to be hanging out in about those high 90s. Now our overnights are doing a similar thing. On Saturday, we're expecting a low of 59 degrees. Then on Friday and then Sunday through Thursday, our low temperatures are just going to be hanging out anywhere between those mid 60s to those low 70s. So now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
We want to remind everybody once again that the town of Pahrump is asking for applications, and it closes tomorrow to be a lifeguard at our community pool. They were going to shut the pool down for the summer, but have come back asking at least 30 applicants that they need to apply so that they can put the applicants through the training to get certified as lifeguards. If you would like to do that, you can give them a call at 775-751-6301 or 6302. You can also go online to nyecounty.net and fill out the application. If you're having problems getting the application sent in, you can pick up a paper application right there at 2100 Walt Williams Drive inside the Calvada Eye in Suite 100 and drop off your applications. They need to be turned in by tomorrow night at 5 p.m. And once again, that is to be certified as a lifeguard. So that will be the way that we get our pool open here in Pahrump. We want to remind everybody, if you would like to get a graduation DVD, you can purchase those from Pahrump Valley High School, and we produce the graduation right here at KPVM-TV. You can give us a call for that graduation DVD, 775-727-9400, and purchase your DVDs. And we, of course, have quantity discounts and everything like that. And the Nevada Census is reporting some good news, and that is that they have reached a milestone into the self-response rate, and that's 60% right now, which is almost where we were at the 2010 self-response rate, which was 61%. So we want to make sure that we get all those possible dollars coming into our state. So if you would like to fill out the self-response, you can go on their website at censusnv.gov and fill out your census. It only takes a couple minutes. I did it myself. I thought it was going to be a lot longer, but literally, like, I think 3 to 5 minutes. So go to censusnv.gov to fill out your census forms. And of course, they will be sending out people coming up soon in the near future to go door to door. But if you can do it online, go for it. All right, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM-TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.